It was 12:27 when the second bomb exploded on Bridge Street. Tim was standing next to the bin which contained the bomb and took the full blast. Johnathan was hit by shrapnel on the other side of the street. It's really difficult as a mother to be able to deal with seeing your child hurt. I think seeing your child in hospital after such a major incident, covered in bandages, knowing that they may not survive, but hoping upon hope that they will, is really difficult. And all there was this horrible smell, which we learned afterwards was the smell of the Semtex.
He was an ordinary boy from an ordinary family in an ordinary town, when along with Johnathan Ball he suffered an extraordinary and terrible fate. If my son becomes a symbol for peace and gives everyone a new sense of hope after so much tragedy, then that will be Tim's unique achievement.
Colin and I decided that we wanted to keep the boy's memory alive, and in 1995 we set up the foundation. In 2000 we opened the Peace Centre, which is a living memorial to the boys. We wanted something that would not only keep the boys' memory alive, but would also help other people who'd been affected by terrorism the way we had.
And so here we are inside of the Peace Centre, the home of the foundation and the place where most of our programmes take place. This is the room which actually embodies some of the most special qualities about the Peace Centre. Not only is it a place where young people, adults, professionals, people from all kinds of backgrounds can come together to play alongside one another and live, but it's also the room which doubles up as a fabulous conference and seminar space, and where some of our most difficult conversations take place. In the 17 years that the Foundation's been running its programmes, it's come some way from the programmes that started off bringing young people together from communities in Northern Ireland and England in the spirit of reconciliation, right through to now where we have programmes bringing young people from places as far afield as Palestine and Israel to come together to talk about their differences and their issues and conflicts. One of the most crucial areas of work that we do here at the Foundation is to work with people and communities to prevent violent conflict. We recognise here, of course, that conflict can lead to some really positive change and transformation, but unless people know how to manage it correctly, then it can lead to some terrible and tragic consequences. So here at the Foundation, our programmes provide a safe space, steered and cultivated by a team of skilled facilitators, and our programmes explore topics including racism, hate crime, immigration and community cohesion, amongst others, so that we can provide people with the opportunity to share their grievances, air their concerns, but most importantly, to work towards solving their problems. It's about giving people the skills, the knowledge and the confidence to impact conflict in a different way.
We bring people here who have suffered at the hands of terrorism, as my wife and I have. We help reduce their sense of isolation. We give them a point of connection. We introduce them to other people. They develop friendships. They begin to reintegrate into normal society where previously they felt lost.
I was on the same carriage of the Piccadilly line train where the explosion happened, probably about 20 feet away from the explosion. So I was very lucky. Others were obviously far less fortunate. There were 25 people dead in that carriage, so I think I'm only here today because of the human shield.
I don't like to think of myself as a victim, but in one respect I was. The person I was who stepped on that train at King's Cross is not the same person who climbed out of the wreckage at Edgware Road.
Whenever I come through the door, I realise that actually if the young 18-year-old who injured me with a bomb had had somewhere like the Peace Centre to go to, I really don't think it would have happened in the first place.
I've now become involved in speaking about PTSD because that means I can get the opportunity to help somebody who is maybe where I was 5 years ago. And somebody speaking about it helped me, so now I can do that.
The work of the Peace Centre for me is really fundamental, and just as important as any anti-terrorist strategy or, you know, police work or intelligence work, because it actually stops those ideas becoming actions in the first place, rather than chasing somebody who's already made that decision and is down that path of hurting somebody else. I can't see me ever stop coming to the Peace Centre. They've got me for life now.
Because terrorism can affect anybody at any time, anywhere, and governments alone can't intercept and prevent terrorism, organisations like this foundation, centres like this Peace Centre are absolutely critical. We need your financial support to make sure this foundation continues to do the brilliant work it's been doing now for the past 13 years.